Our bishop will get winners. Oh, yeah, na call out. Those of you don't know what help with this. He said Nigeria government won't bring trustee where go dey monitor church account. He said this thing cannot work. He said, "What? Dead body." The thing not go work. I know the way they shout now. He said because when God call her, nobody did there. He said because church is not a company where they guide. He said, "What? His dead body." The thing not go work. He said, "Be like some people when you just sleep on the wrong side of the bed, now they come outside. God come with this law." He said, "The body of Christ be like a wife. When you touch my wife, the man can provoke follow you." Say so the church is like wife to God, to Jesus. Jesus is the husband. So the thing not go work. I watch this thing, they go around. I say, what did it happen? Those of you know about watch.
Just before we leave, there was this sinister document that came on a Company Allied Matters Act, CAMA. And the same thing that was done some years ago when the Holy Ghost instructed me to warn the people is being repeated here. This is one most undemocratic policy forever. One, supervising minister of Company Act. Let me quickly correct. The church is not a company. You better understand that Registrar General has the power to remove trustees of the church and close the accounts of the church, and that does not require any court validation. Well, I know this must be somebody that woke up from the wrong side of the bed. Please note, this is a warning from the Lord, so I can be free from your blood. This will never work. Never work. Now, please note, the church runs on the patterns delivered by God. He says, "See that you do all things according to the pattern shown to you on the mountain." Moses went to the Lord, "Set a man over this congregation," not to government. Government has no power to appoint people over churches.
No power at all.
In case you are not aware, this is a secular nation. Freedom of worship is one of our fundamental human rights in this country. This is a sinister, demonic attempt to stifle the church. The church is one of the greatest assets of this nation today. Yes. Please be warned. I have that prophetic obligation. Wherever the gang up may come from, be warned.
Woman, you see, some of you just did there. We are not the dick side. Why government go do like this? Why government go do like this? You know, say me, I know the day one side. I go turn and why government go do one. For UK, you want me Nigeria be like UK. You want me Nigeria be like US. You want me Nigeria be like Canada. But the law where they that side, you don't want me to do one here. For UK, they get one to where they call charity commission, and then I be like this karma where Nigeria they want form now. So Those one they monitor church account because the fraud where they pass through church account, some of them are not know because you just like your man of God, you just hey again this cannot because Nigeria government not they work because the law of Nigeria not they work, everybody corrupt. So anything where they just talk about Nigeria government, una don't just stand because everybody hates Nigeria government. Nobody want to hear the truth. Ask Pastor Chris what they do for UK. Wetin people do where some fraudulent something they pass your account. If you never hear about what they do, oh yeah, regardez là-bas.
UK government's probe uncovers massive fraud in Oyedepo's Christ Embassy. So that's this headline. UK government's probe uncovers massive fraud in Oyedepo's Christ Embassy. So now let's find out exactly what the Brits have uncovered regarding the 419 preacher men. After a 5-year-long investigation into the finances of United Kingdom branch of Christ Embassy, founded by popular mega church pastor Chris Oyedepo, the UK Charity Commission has indicted the church's board of trustees of a wide range of fraudulent practices, including illegally paying more than 825 million naira, that's 1.767 pounds, to entities and organizations it shares close relationships with. According to the outcome of the inquiry published by the Charity Commission on its website last month, the church's board of trustees was incriminated for shoddy management of the church's account, arbitrary and curious payments, failure to comply with its grant-making policy, inadequate recording of its decision-making processes, and serious misconduct or mismanagement in the charity's administration. In one particularly disturbing instance, the inquiry found evidence the church may be laundering or diverting funds of up to 288 million naira, that is 615,000 pounds approximately, from its UK branches to 6 accounts controlled by the church's Nigerian branches, Christ Embassy, Nigeria.
Ask Oshemolowo, Matthew Oshemolowo, what they doing for UK? They monitor your account. If they told now what church account they do for this country, most of our money, whether they buy private jets, so they do like this. They tell you say now your tight. Now the country money, politicians they help politicians they move out, and they tell they do. You don't ever ask yourself say all the private jet where on a pastor they buy, so where they don't go preach for US, where they don't go preach for Canada. Say now see Nigeria where they be like Whiskey and Davido. Now the Nigeria where they UK now they go preach for. This country too they sleep for a lot of things. Now we call if we say if government want to do something, we say it cannot work. Pastor, Romans chapter 13 verse 1 to 2. You need to obey the government because now God now put them. You understand? No government where God not put. And if you did not respect them, you face the judgment. It's the Bible. You understand? Una no know what they pass. If they turn and what church they do here, church account they do here. Una go even they go monitor everybody for this country because we never know where they fling our money. Now one pastor just come say they use mistake to transfer 573 million into your account, church account. Mistake. Almost $2 million. Una know what church they do. God, they go monitor anybody. Everybody. Your sleep safe, they go monitor you. Some of them even I just sleep. And so now you go dagger people anyhow for dream. They go monitor you, hold you for sexual assault. You understand what I mean now? Una no go notice because una love una pastor. Una you they comment. They say you cannot work. You have to think where. Why government say make them monitor their account? God call government. They use the church, they do fraud. They tell say, hey. They go monitor anybody. If you cannot stay in this country, you go form your own country. I like what that person talk. No, God says that is no time. For Nigeria, not be small castle the boss. Our Minister of Transport. Oh yeah, Naka we already now Borigo. Those of no Ameshi. Say they do railway where Nigeria won't use. No where we won't pass go, where we won't pass the railway go somewhere. So it's just they borrow. Even House of Rep fear. When they hear say so now 500 billion, so now 5 point something billion. As I they hear the money, the TCF they would because of who where the money what would they call for just road where they borrow from China and China can give. China no wonder corona come from there. Una can like give people na so na take give corona now. Corona don't come up for there now. Obanajero na so na say they give money. The guy just they borrow. Now they ask a question about the borrowing and the income and wetin go happen. Who say make una sign? Who sign here? Who not sign here? The guy they talk rude. This country, they don't see the country finish. The country, what would they so? Everybody big pass the country. The minister big pass the country. Who go ask the question big? This country na city today. Those of them never watch am. Regardez là-bas.
The House of Representatives Committee on Treaties, Agreements and Protocols reconvenes after a 3-week break for an investigative hearing into Nigeria's loan agreements. Government agencies and ministers have been invited, including the Minister of Transportation, who at the last hearing pleaded with the committee to halt its investigation in order not to scare the Chinese government away from giving the loan. As the hearing proceeds, a heated argument ensues between the Minister of Transportation and the committee chairman on an alleged $33 billion contract.
Can you provide this honorable committee with satisfied copies of labor plan, training programs carried out, and beneficiaries, and evidence of number of Nigerians working in all aspects of this project vis-a-vis their Chinese counterpart as provided in that agreement document?
The only contract we've awarded so far is $1.6 billion contract for Lagos Ibadan, which is under threat. Can
you speak to the questions I asked you now? You see, I told you from the beginning.
I have a choice.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
I have two choices.
Please.
You gotta let me speak, or I stop.
Excuse me. I said when you ask question with time, you answer the question directly.
The minister is also unable to give the exact number of Nigerians working on the rail project.
Mr. Chairman, there are over 20,000 workers. Only 560 of them are Chinese. 560, and I wish to submit the document.
Can we have the document?
Because we need to begin to say the truth to Nigerians.
Can we have the document?
Mr. Chairman, I beg to submit the document. Don't worry, I know the House will raise them.
I know when to raise them.
This goes on for a while and even extends to the committee when a member tries to make a contribution.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'm only trying to guide you.
You can't guide me.
Mr. Chairman, with due respect, Mr. Chairman, with due respect, I'm your senior in this parliament and I can guide you.
Honorable member, you are co-opted into this committee.
Okay, thank you, my chairman.
I'm coming.
You have your way.
I'm in charge of this committee.
Thank you. Thank you.
The minister insists that the investigation of the committee has a political undertone and points fingers directly at the chairman.
Because it's good to tell Nigerians the truth. This is very political.
Nobody is telling lies.
And I will show all the contracts awarded by the PDP government since you want to bring this up.
Mr. Chairman, sir.
It's important I tell you, sir, that contract was signed as a prelude to a loan. And there is no loan. And we may not get the loan because of you, Mr. Chairman. Because of the committee you've set up against the China loan. South-South, that contract is from Lagos to Calabar, which is the whole of the South-South. Mr. Chairman, we may not get that loan, so there's no contract.
Videsian, the moment you talk, this one go say it's politics. Why you go dey ask me question like this? See the way they talk rude. This is Nigeria. So if another party not ask you question now, some people will say nah, because of say this will not dey my party. But the real party people, you see all of them, they support each other. I see what it be name? Minister of Information. What it be name? Oh, that way they get that cap. Like Mohammed. See what he talk. Regardez là-bas.
We didn't borrow money for services. We did not borrow money for overhead expenditures. We borrowed money for capital projects, rails, roads, bridges, power, generally infrastructure. And this is the first, this administration, of the series of inspections we are going to take along with you so that you can better enlighten Nigerians that there's nothing bad in borrowing, provided that borrowing is invested in infrastructure. There's nothing bad in borrowing, especially when that borrowing is going to create jobs or going to create an enable environment for the economy. I'm very excited, not because, just because I'm the Minister of Information. But when I got into the train this morning, especially this one, it's as clean, as modern as any coach anywhere in the world. And I was also quite impressed with the passion of the Honorable Minister. You can see that at every point in time, he's pushing the contractors. Say, look, I can't wait till October. I'll come back in 4 weeks' time.
But so when we talk to the National Assembly to stop this their investigation of loan, they're not investigating corruption in construction. It's the issue of loan. What we meant is that they should please allow us get the loan for Ibadan to Kano, which is about $5.3 billion. Because if you're telling the man who lent you money that you don't like the way he lent you money, he won't lend you any further. That's the point. But for this one, we have 1.6 billion, for which we're contributing about between $200 and $300 million. But don't forget, they have not finished paying. They could stop at any time.
He said that they borrow the money to work, not be to shop. That they borrow to do road. My problem not be the money when I ever they borrow, the things when they do. My problem, put Ameshi, my problem, Nigeria fit take care of this railway. I say take care of Roye. Common airports, as airport give Nigeria money reach. See Lagos airport now city too. Airport now born Hiseun. Airport they smell. If you go the toilet, your shit go wrong, go back. You don't use lift for Lagos airport. Lift. Lift. The sensor no dey work again. Now say they close. Boom. If you just say you want put your hand like they make it go, but we keep broom, your hand go cut come out. Not be to do this something. We not go fit take care of am. This railway, all this order they borrow, so give this thing 5 to 10 years. Everywhere don't go. Don't go borrow another money to do again. Now be just this one. This country, we don't know how to take care of this country property. This one they go this way, say not be make get this way. Now be the problem. Not be the borrow na the borrow. The borrow no consign us. Now the to take care of the something. Una no fit take care of that. Now make us no more na borrow because before we go wake up one day una do I'm actually country now. Because if una do fin una run comot, una family not dey here, una wife not dey, una children not dey, nobody dey here. Una just turn Nigeria now to workshop. As Amaya Unya Jamaria, you say we dey borrow not to shop, not to do infrastructure, to do like this. We will see whether una fit take care of her. Go straight to the other news, no time.